Hey y'all, Cherie here with Not Sure What's Cooking. Well, today I am going to be making a fire hot chicken ranch dish. And this is so simple to make, and I'm going to tell you, you can put this out on the grill too, wrap it in foil, but I'm just doing it in the oven today. But anyway, let's just get started here so I can show you how to make this. First of all, get you a big dish, put 4 tablespoons of butter, set that aside. Now you're going to get a package of chicken thigh fillets. Then you're going to spread those little chicken thigh fillets out and just cut like little strips. Now you're not wanting to go all the way down, to the bottom of the chicken, and just do that all the way. All right, now you just take it and cut them that way, where it's kind of like little squares, you see there? Like little squares, okay? And just remember, don't cut it all the way down. All right, now after you got all those prepared, go ahead and turn your oven to 350. And if you're doing it on the grill, you're going to do it the same way, except you're going to wrap it in foil really good. It just takes longer on the grill. But anyway, get some jalapeno peppers. And then just take some juice from those jalapenos and just spread on there. And the reason why you're cutting those little strips like in the chicken is so all of this goodness will soak into this. All right, now just take a couple of the jalapenos and just put on there, just kind of, not very many, but I mean, you put as much as you want. If you want it really, really hot, then put as much as you want on it. But anyway, just go ahead and put a few layers, like you would nachos, I guess. How many of y'all like spicy food? Let me know in the comments below if you like really spicy food. All right, after you've got that done, I've got a little bit of pineapple juice left, so I'm going to take that, and actually I'm just going to pour it on there. There was a couple little pieces of pineapple. Yeah, it's okay. Just throw that on there too. All right, I'm just going to set that aside so all of that juice from the jalapenos and the pineapples is soaking into that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 1 yellow bell pepper and 1 red one. These are the little minis, and that's all you're going to need. If I got a knife that's good enough here. All right, now I de-seeded them. I guess that's a word, de-seeded. But I took all the seeds out. And what I do is I just put them in a bowl and let them dry out. And then I take them and put them in a little baggie and freeze them. And then you could plant them. They last in the freezer for a long time. And then if you need or want to plant some seeds, you got them where you don't have to go and buy the seeds. How many of y'all save y'all seeds? Let me know in the comment below. All right, now what I'm going to do is just take these and then just cut them in strips like that. And then just throw them on the chicken here. And do the red one the same way. This puts color in it, plus, I don't know, I think it gives it a really good taste. All right, after you got all that done, get you some ranch seasoning. And then these holes are really big, so be careful if you get this kind because this really comes out quick. All right, and then just go ahead and sprinkle some on there. All right, now this is completely optional because that jalapeno juice is gonna make it spicy, but I've got some crushed red bell peppers, not bell peppers, but anyway, just sprinkle some of that on there, just some, and this is entirely up to you if you want to use this. Depends on how hot you want it. All right, now after you've sprinkled all that on there, I'm going to put it in the oven uncovered for about 15 minutes on 350. All right, after that 15 minutes, just kind of baste some of that juice on top of that chicken. Just a little, not a whole bunch. Just enough to kind of make it moist. And y'all, this is gonna be so moist and tender whenever it's done. It's really an amazing dish. I haven't made this in a very, very long time. All right, now I'm gonna put it back in the oven, still uncovered, and I'm gonna turn the oven up to 400. All right, after you got the oven turned up to 400, like I said, I'm going to put this back in there, and I'm going to cook it on that 400 for about another 15 to 25 minutes. Y'all hear that? That's my oven playing music. Does anybody have an oven that plays music? Let me know in the comments below. All right, after you baked it another 15, 20 minutes, I baked it for 20 minutes because I got busy doing something. Forgot about it almost. But anyway, yeah, I like salt, but you don't really need it. But I am going to put it on there because I like salt. Now, I'm gonna get some parsley. Of course. And the reason why you don't put the parsley on when you're baking it, because you're wanting to baste this every time that you take it out of the oven. I basted it, but I didn't film it, but I basted it with the juice. And you want it to stay in the juice until you serve it. All right, here comes the best part. I get to taste it for you. So let me get some out. Let me get a piece of it out here. And then you want to put some of that juice on it too. Yum. Let's move that aside. Here we go. Look at that. Look how easy that is to just fall apart. The main thing you want to do is make sure that chicken is cooked because all ovens are different for sure. But you don't even need a knife for it. You just cut it in two, just like that. All right, here goes, y'all. Let me get a little bit of that bell pepper if I can get a hold of it. And look at there. And the jalapeno. Oh, my goodness. Okay, my mouth is watering. Is your mouth watering? Let's take a bite and see. Oh, My goodness, it tastes so good. It does have a bite to it. I'm just warning you, it does. But if you like hot and spicy food, you're going to really like this. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And just remember, if you believe it, you can make this. And until next time, be blessed and safe, y'all. Bye!